What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. Listen. This time, honey, I am back for a recap of Married to Medicine. This is season 10. I will have the episode number in the description. Child, I read everybody they writes, honey, in that last video. That was very impromptu, you guys. I was going off. Okay, they had Miss Robinson mad. Okay, because just like I said, I'm very sick of how one-sided this show is being. As it pertains to Quad, I feel like they are allowing Toya to be very disrespectful to Quad. And that's why I didn't like that live, because I felt like Jackie was taking a side and inserting herself. And it's like, Jackie, you know how Quad is. Okay? And what I want all of you all to understand is, whether you like Quad or not, if you have been a part of this show for a long time, since its inception, right? You have worked with these ladies, traveled with them, built some friendships with some of them. Some of them really don't have your best interests at heart. It came out at the damn reunion, okay? And I already told you who those people are. With that being said, if you got women on here basically acting like you're not worth anything after you get a divorce from an abusive man, you're going to feel isolated and alienated from the group. So I don't understand why they treat Quad so bad. It's definitely like this dysfunctional relationship. It's like they treat her bad, and then they wonder why she behaves the way that she behaves. And it's like, y'all are not acknowledging how y'all are coming off. And
after the couples trip, you told Quad there'd be no more trips with single ladies present. Can you explain why?
Single women should hang out with single women. I told Quad, look, we can take as many singles girls trips as you want. I know Eugene is not going to be happy about that, but the reality is I just don't feel like a couple's trip is appropriate for a singles woman. What does she add to that?
Shouldn't it be up to her, though, whether she wants to come or not?
She doesn't add anything to it.
Men to bring.
It's not
well, I mean, but she might be getting something out of it. She might like to
okay, let me ask you. Why would you even want to come?
Because I want to learn. Because this is not going to be the first and only marriage that I'm going to be in.
Right.
Because I'm not finished. Tony, you asked me a question.
Listen. You want to be around my
because I don't want to be around your man. And I don't.
It's like, why is we that bad?
But I mean,
you don't want to learn from my man or her man or her man.
Hold on.
That seems kind of antiquated. I mean, couldn't she be friends with these guys? I mean, she's known them for years.
No.
Can I stop?
No, she can't be my man's friend.
Why?
No, sorry. No.
It's 2018.
But you don't think she can learn something from being with the group?
Hold on.
You know, it's utterly ridiculous. I'm the same person who was just married, or who was married just a few months ago,
right,
who was living under the same house with my husband. Nothing has changed in terms of the mental capacity.
Right.
So I can learn from you as long as I had a man to stand for me, but I cannot learn from you with just being me. I'm the same
First
person.
of all, no one
mad that Quad got your ass together at that last reunion. You are upset about that. You might as well get a mobile home because you stay on the move. You are not on my level, and you will never be, and you're mad about it. Honey, she was dragging Toya's ass, and it was the truth, because Toya is the type of woman where, you know, she don't like you if you're not like her. She needs Eugene. Eugene is a part of her image. She doesn't have much of a life, you know, outside of him. That's why she's been sad these last couple of seasons. That's why she was on here bullying Anila, falling in and out with the girls, you know, treating people any kind of way, not taking accountability for her behavior, being nasty with Audra. You know, Eugene ain't been around. Eugene trying to find his purpose. He's trying to find who he is as an individual. And, you know, Toya took that personal when she wasn't, you know, supposed to take that personal. You know, that's what comes with being an individual, you know. So yes, you know, marriages have ups and downs, but yeah, that man, he's just trying to figure out what he wants to do with his life, and you need to do the same thing. But yeah, Toya is mad at Quad because Quad didn't divorce Dr. G. Okay? She gets to date whoever the hell she wants. And she don't have to move every season. She can get her a nice house and stay up in there. And, you know, she had the townhouse at first. Oh, I'm sorry, the bullshit-ass apartment. That's what Toya called it. See, everything that Quad gets, she has to put it down. Even go back to season 5 with the BCBG. Yeah, I mentioned to Quad that they're going bankrupt. Why would you bring something like that up to your good friend? And then that's when Quad brought up her tax issues. Then Toya, her one-sided ass, the damn Aries, the child, she gets upset. Oh, well, why you bringing up my tax issues? I thought you were being supportive. You don't see what you did to this woman first? Okay? So, yeah, I'm sick of Toya, her nasty-ass attitude this season. Nobody's being accountable. Let's just talk, you guys, about the main points of the episode. So we saw Jackie and Simone kind of joking about Heavenly and Damon getting kicked out of the wedding. We see Phaedra and Heavenly. They are at Quad's house. Phaedra gets the shading, the flowers at the wedding, the drapes were wrinkled. Quad is kind of, taking pleasure in all of this, honey. She was like, honey, our drapes, honey, they was not wrinkled. Okay, our wedding was at the Four Seasons. Phaedra said the wedding was very quick. It wasn't no singing. No, it wasn't a pure, heartfelt wedding. Do I think they're going to last the test of time? No. It's very superficial. It looked very rushed for the show. He's still controlling as hell. He's still abusive. He's still going to run that line. I've been taking care of you since the day I met you. Okay? He going to still do that. He going to put Letitia, honey, in a burning house, have her on tumble dry, child. They talk about how Heavenly was kicked off the list at the last minute. Quad mentions to Heavenly that it bothered her that her and Sweet Tea was hanging out, taking pictures. And see, this is what I don't understand with Heavenly, where you know damn well you was taking those pictures with Sweet Tea to get under Quad's skin. Why don't you just admit to that instead of just saying, oh, I thought it was funny. Oh, I thought it, like, no, Heavenly. Like I said, Heavenly needs to learn how to be a friend. She needs to have some type of loyalty to a woman besides just Jackie. She just has a lot of work to do, honey. Heavenly apologizes, Quad accepts. It was just like, girl, she ain't sorry. She gonna do it again. And that's it. So Quad feels abandoned by the group. And let's go into that. And I keep telling y'all, even Jackie said on that damn live, I don't think I played it all for you guys, but Jackie had mentioned, or maybe it was Quad that said to Jackie, well, Jackie, you said if you get a divorce, you don't want us filming with Curtis's woman. See, they want Quad to be okay with some shit that none of them would never be okay with. Toya would have a fit filming with Eugene's new woman. Okay, Simone would have a fit. Hell, she didn't even want him hanging with Tammy. Jackie said that would make her feel uncomfortable. So why is it such a big deal when, y'all don't hear from Quad and y'all out here filming and taking pictures with the girl? Like, get out of here. It's so, like, one-sided. It's like, are we going to talk about all the different layers to this situation? Quad says she could have reached out to the ladies. Quad, I don't even think you like all the ladies. I know you don't really care for Toya, I know, and Simone. You need to own that. And just be honest, because they're haters, Like, I could never be cool with Simone and that bitch questions how I get my house. I could never be cool with Toya where she feels like my worth isn't much if I don't have this husband anymore. Toya wanted Quad off this show, like, as soon as she found out her and Dr. G was having problems. She blamed Quad for taking out the damn sleep number. Yeah, I'm just tripping over you taking all that shiggity out of the house. What the hell was she supposed to do? The man was cheating on her. He got what? He was in a hotel with another woman. He had sex with that woman. Okay? He was abusive to Quad, financially abusive, throwing money in her face. Yes, that's abuse. That's disrespect. That woman went through hell with that man. Physical violence. Toya was down to the reunion, season 6, with Mariah trying to deny the violence that Quad went through. Oh, don't say he was abusive. Don't say that. Anytime a nigga is taking a battery out of your car, he abusive. He crazy. Anytime he say, I'm going to kill us both, he's crazy. And I can believe it because we saw the weasel fall out on the floor and foam at the mouth. We seen it. He did that in front of their damn support group. Okay? So Heavenly tells Quad she doesn't take ownership of anything. I mean, Quad, you can own your shit and just be honest about why you was really away from them. Just tell the ass the truth. Okay, but the way a lot of people have Quad pegged is, well, Quad thinks she's better than the group. She don't really talk to nobody. Hell, half of them are haters. So who is there to talk to? Phaedra is, new to the show. She's refreshing. I do feel like Quad and Heavenly care for each other, but I don't think that Jackie sees it for Quad. I feel like she done jumped on the Simone and Toya bus, and I don't think you should do that when there's no real issue between you and Quad. Like, bitch, you're always busy delivering babies. Yeah, but in Quad, you do have to get better at returning folks' phone calls. That's not cool. You can't be one-sided. But I feel like a lot of Quad's issues, you guys, is like trauma. It comes from her childhood. All that being late and shit, Quad, and everybody got to wait for you. You got to cut that out. You do go to the extreme in your personality. So I feel like I would love to see these ladies have like a therapy scene where the therapist goes over all their damn issues. They need to hear from an outside source and not each other, because the more they hear it from each other, they're going to just take it personal and hold it, and So Quad kind of raises her voice. Heavenly gets to telling Quad she don't like her tone. I'm like, Heavenly, you in her house. So, girl. So Quad admits she could have did better. She could have did better at calling you Heavenly. I don't think she really has a relationship with Jackie. Simone, only cares about Jackie and Toya. Let's keep it a buck. Okay? And Simone wants Jackie all to herself. She don't know how to share her damn friend either. Okay? She still don't like that Heavenly and Jackie is so close. So, girl, bye. So Quad admits that she misses the ladies. Heavenly asks her, are you going to reach out to them? And then I think that's when Phaedra decided, to get all the girls together. And I really am against Sweet Tea being there, because I feel like this is a friend group that have been friends for many of years, and you got Sweet Tea, her old country bumpkin don't fit with the group ass. I saw this interview she did, you guys, with Crystal XO. She talking about she don't really like Quad now because Quad been talking about her. Girl, you are on the show. Quad go take her little shots at you. You over there believing everything that Dr. G got to say about Quad, because I guess Dr. G has told Sweet Tea that Quad is full of drama. She likes drama. Nigga, you like drama. You had a chance to go on with your damn life, and you come back with this country bumpkin. You come back to a show that your ex-wife is on. You the one that look thirsty. And I hope that Bravo does not renew her contract. I don't want to see her or Greg back on this show. I do not want to. And I heard there was so much more, you guys, that we didn't see from Heavenly. She said Sweet Tea really went off at that bachelorette party, was screaming and cussing. They only gave her a good edit, but she was acting like real emotional and erratic. And it's like, girl, it's an extra $14,000. You claim the man is rich. You marrying him for money. Why is you tripping like this? So it's something about her personality where I feel like she's wearing masks. Because if you go come on here, you know, and be who you are, then that's different. But this whole, I don't know. I just don't like her personality. I don't think she fit with the women. I'm not here to support her and Gregory's abusive marriage. Like, I don't want to see this controlling, narcissistic man on this show. Like, he should not get a second chance to wipe up anybody on our screens. Y'all know damn well if this was a woman of a different color, this wouldn't have went down like this. But see, they always think that black women, honey, we supposed to put up with all types of abuse and disrespect. Because y'all know damn well if this was a white woman, if Quad was a white woman, that man would not be allowed anywhere near Quad, let alone his new wife. So I think this whole storyline is messy. At first, I'm not going to lie. I was like, oh, you know, it's kind of going to be juicy. But I don't see anything that him and Sweet Tea will bring to the show long term. I don't see it. This new lady, she need to step the hell up. She boring. She ain't really saying too much. You know, she's a beautiful woman, but it's like, come on, y'all. I miss my girls. Like, bring Contessa back, because I feel like Contessa will at least speak up and not be afraid to go against people. I don't know. Maybe I'm expecting too much too soon, you guys. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel about the cast. Do you like Sweet Tea being on the show? Should she come back for some more seasons? Put in the comments. Okay, so we got Brett and Judy. I'm going to skip over their stuff. Long story short, honey, Dr. Jackie says that Brett needs to go on maternity leave. Did Brett ever pay that lady back for messing up her face show? But, you know, Dr. Jackie, honey, tells Brett she need to sit her butt down, do some TikToks, okay, and let that time go by, deliver the baby, and, you know, like, you're going to have to chill. You're going to have to sit back. And I'm like, why the hell did Brett? The Brett is the more masculine. Why I guess maybe Judy couldn't carry the baby, but yeah, the Brett is kind of on her masculine side. Dr. Jackie said that Brett, she liked to act tough, but she's a big softie. Yeah, you can see it. You really can see it when she get around her big sis, Lisa Ray, honey. So next we got Simone and Cecil. Cecil is kind of getting on my nerves. He defends the way that he parents as, I'm just more lenient than Simone. You know, she's very driven. She knew she was going to be a doctor at 12. And I get it. You know, everybody parents differently. But at the same time, your child has been in college for over 5 years. Was it a 4-year situation but like, he's behind and you are doing things to stop him from being the best man he can be. Like, you keep trying to baby him, you know, baby step everything with him. No, he needs to toughen up. He needs to get organized with school. He needs to have a time frame, you know, when doing stuff. This isn't just about miles. You have to set deadlines to get things accomplished. You have to, even like with certain stuff that I do, I have to be clear and concise about the type of money I want to make, what income streams I want to have. Like, you really have to plan and structure all your goals in order to, you know, achieve them. And all this coddling he's doing with Miles, and I feel like Cecil is trying to, I don't want to say live vicariously through Miles, but it's kind of like, well, I understand Miles and I'm going to be here to help him. And, well, he may not graduate in May. And if he doesn't, no, ain't no if. It's when. Okay, I can tell by how Cecil is even talking. He's being complicit in not holding Miles to a certain standard. You're not expecting much out of him. The bar is set really low. It's like, no, and you are what? He used to work for what? Fortune 500 companies? What did he used to do, Cecil? Put in the comments, guys. I forgot what he used to do, but shit, you used to work with numbers, and, you know, I'm pretty sure, you know, you had certain objectives you had to meet, you know, with working with numbers and people, and, you know, so, you know, long story short, you guys, if you don't set a standard for your child, if you don't set certain expectations of what you expect out of them, if you don't push them, you know, you are, in a sense, sabotaging them. And Simone is telling this nigga right. And Simone, I'm now seeing more of why you wanted to divorce Cecil, because that is not sexy, what he's doing. It's nice in a way, you guys, he's understanding. He's flexible. He seems, you know, emotionally available, because some fathers are not even that, right? But yeah, you're dealing with boys. Well, everybody's different. Yeah, but everybody is different. But the difference be that one person succeeds over somebody else is the one person has standards. They have objectives. They have deadlines. They have structure. With another child, they don't have to probably have any of that, but they still know how to get shit done. So, do you see what I'm saying? And with the type of child that you have, Miles, I can see it when I look at him. You got to stay on his ass, like white on rice. Okay? You're going to have to act like a damn police officer or security guard. You're going to have to be right there at the door. Where you going, boss? What you doing? What we doing today, Miles? Okay? You're going to have to speak life into him. You're going to have to do a lot more, Cecil, than what you are doing. Hopefully they get on his ass about his approach at the reunion. But I know Simone's sick of his ass, because I am. I'm like, nigga, if you don't tell this man he going to need to get a job, because y'all can't keep taking care of him. That's not what y'all here to do. You're not here you are raising adults. You're not raising children. We hear people saying, I'm raising children. No, your child will be an adult one day. So you need to train them to be the adult that they want to be. I had a conversation with my daughter when she first started high school. I said, playtime is over. It's going to be a different ball game. And I had that type of conversation with her, because I'm letting her know I'm not about to be babying you, and you're going to need to put in your own efforts in terms of your life. You're going to have to develop social skills, making sure you can, you know, get and maintain friendships, and you want to hang out. And I let her know, you know, when I was a kid, how I structured my life, you know, and you got to go out there and get it for yourself and show up for yourself. That's not your parents' job. Yes, they are there to help guide you if you get lost along the way, but they can't do nothing for you. So he needs to be able to rely on himself, and I feel like Cecil is being a crutch. Okay, and Simone, girl, you better off being a single parent child. I mean, I'm just saying. We always be looking at people like, oh, they got both their parents, but you can have both your parents and come out messed up. Okay, so we see Phaedra, she is having her bellman deliver invites to the ladies. They are all invited to the Willie Watkins, honey, funeral home, where, you know, they are going to have, you know, some time together to get these friendships back on track. So she goes to each and every one of their houses. Honey, that damn Heavenly was acting a fool. I was cracking up. So we got Toya. She is setting up for the ladies to have IV shots. Sweet Tea came back tired from her honeymoon. She didn't get to have sex. She started her period. I was like, girl, you just... you don't have any luck. Okay, Greg probably was yelling at her during the whole honeymoon. Well, you know I paid for that. Well, you know I paid for that. And I'm about to pay for this too. And child, I know that man wore her out. There's nothing appealing about Gregory. Like, Sweet Tea, girl, are you sure you made the right decision? Because I wouldn't have married Gregory. Okay? Nope. And he ain't packing either. What's the point? Okay, if you signing up to go through the damn dryer, okay, you signing up to be on tumble dry, and the man don't even have like no big thing, and he probably don't know how to work it, and ooh, child, Gregory, honey, child, that girl probably drinking every day, child. But anyways, honey, Toya done set all this up for Sweet Tea because she kind of exhausted after the wedding, the honeymoon. Toya likes befriending. I noticed the new girls in the group. She's an Aries. I have worked with Aries. Aries as coworkers are very annoying. They try to control everything. So they love befriending you. You know, it's kind of like, you know, how you was a little kid and, you know, you have that person that they will befriend you, but they're befriending you so they can control you and tell you, you know, what y'all gonna do. Y'all remember how she treated Anila? So this crap with her and Sweet Tea, honey, I can see it's gonna be going south. Okay, because y'all know Toya love control and she's very insecure, and that's why she buys, you know, all this expensive stuff. That's, you know, that's how she gets her validation. You know, that's how she gets her self-esteem. Simone comes in, you know, the girls are eating. She talks about her experience with Cecil when they went and got married, and when they went on a honeymoon, she treated it like a job. Toya tells Sweet Tea, well, girl, don't worry about the prices. I'm paying for everything. I'm like, girl, child, we don't believe you got money like that, Toya. Yeah, you on the show and you look nice, you know, but Toya looked like she be blowing through her damn money. Her check and Eugene check, child. So I was a little nervous when she said she paying for everything. Now, is it me or doesn't Sweet Tea seem a little bit like sad? Like if I just got done getting married and had a honeymoon, I would be excited. And yeah, she said she was tired, you know, from traveling. I get it, right? But it's something about her, you guys, that doesn't read like she's happy from marrying Dr. G. Okay? But I think a lot of women feel like, well, I'll ignore all the red flags and, as long as we get married and, that's all that matters. And it matters that I'm on this show. And, it's just like, I don't want them to bring her and Dr. G back. I don't need them on my screen. I feel like they serve smoke and mirrors. That's it. They get to talking about Phaedra's invitation to invite them to the funeral home. Sweet Tea says she didn't get an invitation. Toya decides to invite her anyway to pay back Phaedra from inviting Quad to the bachelorette party that she planned. Simone feels like Sweet Tea probably wasn't invited because the party is all about Quad. And it's just like Toya is just so tacky. Because, like I said, that's what pissed me off. I feel like Quad has had relationships with these women over the years. She has put in real time, energy, and effort into these relationships, no matter where they are at. I don't feel like Sweet Tea or even other new girls should have been there because it's not about them. It's about Toya and Quad getting their stuff out, them hashing their stuff out, and Quad and whoever else. And do you see what I'm saying? So I was really pissed off and disappointed that Toya, the toddler, the child, decided to bring Sweet Tea. Okay, and she's like throwing all these tantrums with Quad Child, like, it just really pissed me off, you guys. So they get to the funeral home, and Phaedra comes out, and she gets to talking about, friendship and forgiveness, and, somebody being a phoenix rising from the ashes. Anyways, honey, she ends up bringing out Quad in a casket. I was like, ooh, Quad, you real dramatic, child. You came in through a damn casket. When I first saw this, I thought that Mariah was going to be in the damn casket. Child, that line that Phaedra said where she was like, some of us are vagina experts, teeth experts, and tennis experts, honey. That line, funny as hell. So Quad gets out looking sharp, looking stunning. Y'all know I love me some Miss Quad. Yes, she has her faults, but don't we all? Okay, I'm not here for them trying to exile my girl about the group. Okay, y'all don't really have a show without Quad because everything, no matter what happens, everything goes right back to Quad. Season 8, y'all thought y'all didn't need Quad. They called that ass and worked out that paperwork. Okay, they worked out that contract. Season 9. She took up most of the reunion for part 1. It was about Miss Quad. She got it. Okay, so Toya, in my opinion, she hates that like Quad is still on this show, and Quad got off that casket and was speaking all good and clear. Miss Robinson would have been scared. I would have been like, oh hell no, I wouldn't have got in no damn casket. I'm claustrophobic anyways. Okay. Quad said, honey, it is a funeral today, but it is not one for Miss Quad. Quad says it is a funeral for the ladies to all bury the pettiness. You got stupid ass Toya in the audience making all types of faces. So Heavenly gets to talking to Letitia and telling her, like, well, I don't even have a problem with nobody. I don't get why I was crossed out of the wedding. It's like, Heavenly, you was talking shiggity about that girl and her and Dr. G getting married. Her damn bridesmaid went back and told her everything. Sweet Tea says to her, honey, you pretty much said my marriage was going to fail. Heavenly says, well, I was very concerned about you based on the history that Quad told me about Dr. G. I didn't like that part because I felt like she was throwing Quad under the bus. And then, I don't know, it just seemed like that would be something for Sweet Tea now to have against Quad. But girl, Gregory, Sweet Tea ain't about shit. I know you watched the show. I know you did. I don't believe you when you say you never watched an episode of Married to Medicine. And the fact that you think you are getting a different man than Quad is laughable. So Toya says to Heavenly, if you were in such support of her, or if you wasn't supporting her, it didn't really make sense. Then why did you come to the wedding? Heavenly said, Toya, you even said that they had communication issues, but Toya was like, yeah, but that's no reason for her not to get married. Toya, I would never trust her judgment because she gonna push you to get married whether the man going upside your head. She wanted Quad to answer her phone for Dr. G. Meanwhile, he's acting like a damn tyrant. Okay, had her in a burning house of disrespect, had things looking a certain way on the outside. He really made it kind of look like Quad was the bad guy when in reality he was the one doing all types of raggedy, bullshiggity, behind the scenes, cheating on Quad. Okay, Sweet Tea goes off on Heavenly and says, you said you and your husband had communication issues. You went upside your man's head with a skillet. Not a skillet, not daddy, honey. So Sweet Tea called Heavenly a B, and Heavenly gets to calling her little girl. Sweet Tea was about to get up and go at Heavenly, girl, your country ass ain't gonna do shit. With all them teethuses, honey, in your mouth. I said it, looking like Diddy in the mouth. Okay, she ain't gonna do shit. So Heavenly steps to her, tells her she's a grown-A woman. Child, Heavenly tells the girl, don't let me whip your ass like your mama should've. Quad is rolling her eyes and sucking her teeth like, child, these heifers, they ain't trying to make up. So Quad addresses Sweet Tea and says, we have determined there's no animosity between us. Quad addresses Simone, the hater. I don't know why. I wouldn't talk about how y'all used to have a close-knit relationship because Simone would tell Quad all types of stuff. yeah, we taking your side, yeah, we go all, distance ourselves from Mariah, then she back cool with Mariah, then, like, child, that damn Simone is not a good friend. Maybe to Jackie, okay, and maybe a little bit to Toya, but I don't think she sees it for Quad. I feel like if they can't control her, then they don't want no parts of her. That's what I see. I'm not at all saying Quad is perfect, Quad, I feel like the environment that they have created on this show doesn't make Quad feel safe, so that's why she responds and reacts the way in which she does. So kind of like Heavenly, I have an understanding of why Quad may do what she do. Because ain't none of these bitches' hands clean on this show. I mean, I'm just saying. Quad, you know where it went. You said Simone said herself she ain't got no problem with you. She just go against you because that's what Toya wants. Because Toya wants to control all her friends. So Simone, with all the teeth in her mouth, she says, well, do you see us all as being equal, or are you on an island by yourself? Y'all put her on an island by herself when you brought Sweet T's goofy ass on the show and y'all began hanging out with her and talking shit about Quad. So, monkey see, monkey do. Okay, I wish Quad really would have laid into her ass. But see, they like to tell half-truths. They like to make it look like, well, Quad just stand away for no reason. No, you all do very suspicious shit. And then y'all like to say, oh, we her friend. We care about Miss Quad. No, I don't think so. So Simone nodded and went along. Because remember, what else is she going to do? She ain't really got no problems. It's Toya that is upset because Quad laid into her ass at that reunion. Toya was looking down. Toya wants to keep Quad and Simone from being cool because she feels like she will be abandoned and neglected, and the women will see she don't really have much to offer, okay, besides being superficial and making shit look a certain way. I mean, I'm just saying. So Quad addresses Toya. So Quad tries to tell Toya she wants to let everything go today. Like, she tried to extend this heifer an olive branch, and instead Toya got buck with her and said, well, I don't know what you're talking about, Quad. Quad says, I don't give a damn what you said about me. And Toya says, you shouldn't, because Quad, you have spoken so negatively about me and my family. But is it true, though? See, Toya likes to get on here lying and making y'all think that it's us that makes the house a home. No, bitch, it's all the liens and tax issues you probably began having with that house. You all are bad at managing your money. I thought it was an absolute joke when Eugene got all in his feelings about that damn joke that Kieran made, like, child, you was on here teasing Curtis about cheating on Jackie. You should have stayed up out of that. Both Eugene and Toya should have stayed up out of Jackie and Curtis's business. Toya testing him. They never laid into her ass about that. You don't test somebody's husband. Who the hell are you? Sure. And what I don't like about Toya is she's acting like a brat, like a child, one-sided, as if only Quad has said things about her and her husband. Her and Eugene sit up and gossip about Quad, about her being divorced and lonely. But meanwhile, Toya, it was your ass down to the reunion talking about you lonely in your household, okay? And you the one with a man. Make it make sense. Okay, you constantly put your man down. Ladies, you cannot do that. Same shit with Contessa. Talking all this shiggity about Scott, and he done did this, he done did that, he had me on tumble dry. Now, Contessa's marriage is real toxic. I don't think Eugene and Toya's marriage is toxic, but what I'm saying is just admit to what is going on in your house. And Toya, I don't think you in love with that man like that because you wouldn't keep embarrassing him. I do feel like you care for him, he care for you, but I don't believe y'all all in love like that. I do feel like you ready to try something new. Okay, I believe you done spoke your mind more than a few times on this show about how you be looking at other men and how big Eugene is, and you be saying he got a small penis. See, now you're trying to project all of that onto Quad, but where the hell did she get that from? From you and your unhappiness. Remember, Toya is superficial, so she wants things to look a certain way on the surface. Quad has some of that too, just not to the extreme that Toya has it, to where she's delusional, you know. So Quad skipped right over her ass because it was getting too petty, it was getting too negative, and it just, like, that's not what we're here for. So for Jackie to feel like Quad's exchange with Toya was a representation of how she felt about all of them, that's what really pissed me off. Because I feel like it was very clear that her bad energy came from Toya's comments towards her. Toya wants to keep having an issue with Quad. So Quad and Phaedra get to letting the girls know, but we got some fried chicken, mac and cheese, some turnip greens for you all. Let's have a meal. So Heavenly says a prayer about, giving people second chances, and we all deserve a second chance. And like I said, I don't like how all of this is set up, like Quad is the only bad friend in the group. I feel like all y'all do shady, malicious stuff. So whack-ass Sweet Tea brings up the fact that Phaedra invited Quad to her bachelorette party. The issue I have with that is, number one, I didn't want Sweet Tea to be here because I feel like you have not earned your stripes to be at this table with these women while they all dissect their friendships. You have not been a part of the group. So Toya, she could have set this out. She doesn't fit in to what's going on. So like I said, very irritated with that. And then too, Sweet Tea, you was pretty happy to see Quad. You was pretty, if it wasn't for Toya, you would have allowed her to stay. So I was like, your interaction with Quad, it didn't really show that you was that bothered. And if it wasn't for Quad showing up, see, Quad is making you relevant, bitch. You forgot? You getting with her ex-husband, telling him, I could give you what you need. Not with all them fibroids, you can't. Okay, your desperate, thirsty ass. Okay, so, like, I don't like her, you guys. I don't do fake, okay? I don't do ghetto. Shout out to this man. It ain't even ghetto I'm getting from her. She has no clue. She don't know how to read the room. So Quad mentions that Sweet Tea had been asking about her, combing through her social media. Bitch, I know you watch the show. I know you study Quad. She tried to play dumb at the table, or maybe she wasn't playing. But I don't. And then you sit up here and play in all our faces and say you never watched the show. You watched the show for you to say I could give you what you need. So Heavenly says, honey, it wasn't me that told her that, but child, I'm a woman and you thirsty, and that's what thirsty, desperate women, that's what they do. Let me see his ex. Let me see what she do. What is it about her, and what can I copy off of her? These women be like that. Thirst buckets. Quiet and red sweet tea. She said, regardless of how country she is, and and regardless of how she doesn't fit in with this group, we're good. I said, girl, Miss Quad, okay? I love Quad. Simone says something that's true. She said, we all have to acknowledge as a group, we all have hurt each other's feelings. And yes, that's all I'm saying. Y'all can't put it off on one person. Like, remember, they used to always say Heavenly was the problem, and well, Heavenly's on the spiritual journey. Simone need to be on the damn spiritual journey. Okay, Jackie need to be on one. She got some ways about her. Y'all, none of y'all is perfect. So Simone says, is there anything that could be said or done, to help us all move forward? Toya blurts out, I need Quad to stop being so malicious. Toya, you've been malicious since Quad has been on this show, and ever since she broke up with that abusive Dr. G, you've been trying to get her off the show. It started with the couple strips. Okay, I'm going to put the video together because I think some of y'all got amnesia. I ain't got it. Because every time I watch Married to Medicine, you guys, I don't even look for it. You could catch Toya on one of them episodes. Quad, she shouldn't be around the husband. Well, Quad shouldn't do this. Y'all remember the one season 7, Simone had her ass far away from the group. Quad need to spend time with the person that matters the most to her. Y'all don't like this woman. So stop being fake about it. Okay? Because y'all are threatened by her. Well, she always need to separate her. She's an individual. And I feel like, and this is how I feel about this show now that I really look at it. When they are doctors' wives, they are put into a box. And they like Toya because Toya is no threat. And yes, I will say Toya shares more with the group than Quad does. But look at how some of them act. I had to really look at it because I used to like be against Quad. Like, why you acting like that with him? And why you shutting down with him? But if you really pay attention to what some of them be saying, okay, like, they ain't no damn good. I feel like there is this line that's drawn, like when you are a doctor's wife, you are a threat if you are ambitious, if you end up with a nice house. They thought that Quad was supposed to suffer and struggle and go through hell because she didn't have a man in her life anymore. I'm particularly talking about Simone and Toya. How did you afford your house? I've been on this show all these years. Why would she say all that shit? Jealous. Okay, I'm questioning you. I'm going to go against you because Toya will be mad at me. That ain't somebody I want to be friends with. I'll be, on the camera, I'll be cordial, but we ain't friends. So Quad is only going to be so real with these ladies because guess what? They're not really her friends. And Jackie, you didn't show your damn skirt. Okay? So Phaedra asks Quad, well, she feels like you said something malicious. What did you say malicious? Phaedra, you don't want to go there. Okay? Look, we don't want to get on your ass. Okay? You deserve some discipline for what you did to Candy. I'm just playing. But, Toya, you're trying to blame everything on Quad as if you didn't bring Carmethia around to bully and beat up on Anila. And Heavenly said they actually, got into it real bad. They just didn't show it, and I believe that. You had Carmethia come around and be your guard dog, and you still got your ass read by Audra, and she put all your financial business out there, and you tried to deny it and save face, and you want Quad to admit to stuff, but this is how life goes, you guys. Unless you are willing to live in your truth, unless you are willing to stop telling lies, Toya, about why you really moved, then Quad don't need to own shit with you. And it was Carrie, that white lady that you invite everywhere, that told the girls that you said there was a hit out on Anila. And then no sooner than that, she got robbed. And the day she got robbed, she wasn't at home, and you had a party that same night. How do we know you didn't have people, you didn't have somebody go over there and do a little something. You set yourself up last season. So you can't blame everything on Quad. Like, Toya acts stupid, like we have not put all this shiggity together. And then Toya gets on Quad and says, you said I was cheating, on my husband with somebody in the neighborhood. That's what those women were saying about you. And you blaming Quad for everything because Anila ain't on the show no more. And then you sat up there with Mariah while she fed you bullshiggity about Quad. And she told you Quad was homeless and Quad, was broke when she met her and she had to teach her how to be a doctor's wife. It's so funny that people like to believe malicious stuff about you, but you are not to perpetuate anything malicious that's being said about them. Okay? Like, Toya, get out of here. Toya's hair looked beautiful. Hopefully she wear that to the reunion because it looks nice. But Toya, you full of shiggity. And that's why Quad can't let her defenses down because, Toya is not really being real. Toya says, well, did you want me to get divorced? Your codependent ass ain't going nowhere. You don't even know who you are, bitch, without Eugene. You ain't going to be moving that much without Eugene. Okay? You would like stability. And that damn Quad said, bitch, I am stability. You're always throwing your man, Toya, in Quad's face. Meanwhile, you never see the nigga. You said his dick is small. You said he don't fuck you enough. All of that is Quad's fault, too. Okay? Stop telling people your damn business and then they can't spray you with your own tea. And Toya got so mad at Quad because she even tried to hit Quad at the table. Did y'all see that? That's a jealous-ass bitch. I'm going to try to put my hands on you. And we know Toya don't mind fighting with her raggedy, dusty ass. I cannot stand her. She is so unlikable this season. And normally, I kind of like Toya. She's fun. She likes to drink. She could be a girly girl. There are certain aspects of Toya that I do like. She's down to earth. I felt like when I first was watching the show, she was one of my favorites. But it's like, girl, you have not did the work on yourself. You need to work on yourself and quit with this projecting onto Quad because she's everything that you're not. Quad says to Toya, I didn't touch you. No, it was Toya that did that. We know Toya is the fighter. Quad she don't have to fight like that. She can read you with her damn words. So Simone wraps things up and says the ladies are going to have to get together at another time to have more conversations with some honesty. They try to wrap everything up. I saw Jackie. She gave Quad a hug and a kiss. Everybody greeted them on their way out and, everybody left. All right, you guys, that's the episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out in the next video.